Hi Libra, this is your December 1st through the 7th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entry in your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already married or in a relationship. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Libra. We have the Hermit, clarified by the Two of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands, clarified by the Fool. We have the Two of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Four of Wands with the King of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. And we also have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We also have Virgo, Aquarius, Aries, perhaps even a Sagittarius. So, the Hermit clarified by the Two of Wands, right? The Hermit is a Virgo major arcana card. However, we have the King of Cups in the middle of the potential outcome. So the King of Cups is the person you're actually going to be dealing with. Perhaps some of you are choosing between two people, all right? And maybe the King of Cups is the lucky winner. But yeah, the King of Cups is most likely a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or somebody with some major water placements in their chart. If this person is not a water sign, perhaps this is like a very soft, very loving person, especially when it comes to you. But going back to the Hermit clarified by the Two of Wands, somebody's taking their sweet time to make up their mind, to make a decision. Somebody needs to think about it, to go within, do some soul searching, blah, 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 this and that. Okay? Could it be you? Maybe. Maybe. Because if you're choosing between two people, yeah, take your time. Or if it's the King of Cups who is doing that, perhaps this person is very shy. Maybe, right? Perhaps this person got hurt in the past and now they just need to think about it before they jump into another connection, another relationship. Perhaps they're not sure how you feel about this, Libra. All right? Maybe it's just the way this person is, right? They need to think it through with the Hermit clarified by the Two of Wands. However, the Ace of Wands clarified by the Fool is a complete opposite from the Hermit and the Two of Wands, right? With the Hermit and the Two of Wands, I guess it's this person or you. Nobody's in a hurry with those two cards. They're taking their time. The Ace of Wands and the Fool, like I said, is a complete opposite. Those two cards are talking about action, taking action, execution, all right? Because the Ace of Wands is the most passionate ace out of all 4 aces. The Fool could be either an Aquarius or Aries, you know, but the Fool is a card of taking a leap of faith. The Fool is a card being spontaneous, right? The Hermit is not a spontaneous person, but the Fool is a very spontaneous energy. It's a card of, yeah, like I said, taking a leap of faith. And guess what? Right after that, we have the Two of Cups. Right after that, we have the Two of Cups. So perhaps you also already have your eye on this person, or after the two of you get introduced, you will be really, really interested. But perhaps you're just not showing it. But the Two of Cups, right after that Ace of Wands, it is a card of when two people are on the same page, in love with one another, feeling the same way about what's going on and where both of them are taking it. And it gets even more interesting with the remaining cards. Out of the remaining 4 cards, 2 of them, half of them are marriage cards. Half of them. Alright? So you go from the Hermit, being all by yourself and thinking about stuff, to getting married. Yeah, I know, crazy. The Four of Wands always reminds me of an actual wedding, right? It is the 1111 card, as some refer to it. It is one of the commitment and marriage cards, and the same can be said about the Ten of Cups. It's also a marriage or a family card. That one is often referred to as the happily ever after card. The King of Cups in the middle of the potential outcome, that's the person, we already talked about them. And the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, a very fortunate turnaround for some of you. It is a card of starting a cycle, maybe moving, relocating, moving in, right? It's a great card to have. So interesting reading. Libra, you go from 0 to 60 in a half a second. All right, really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Libra, this spread is for you. We have the Five of Pentacles clarified by Death. We have the Hangman, the Sun, And we also have the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, we also have fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this reading goes from one extreme to the other, similar to the first one. Similar to the first reading for those of you experiencing new love, right? This reading assumes you're already involved with somebody, married or in a relationship, right? Or in a situationship. So yeah, you go from the Five of Pentacles, you go to the Sun, right? Again, extreme opposites. So let me explain what's going on, right? The Five of Pentacles is a card of feeling left out in the cold, sad, miserable, struggling financially, right? The Sun, the last card that showed up, is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. Out of all 78 cards we have in the standard tarot deck, the Sun is the happiest one out of all of them. Alright? The happiest one out of all of them. In the middle we have the Hangman. The Hangman could be a card of a sacrifice, but one way to interpret the Hangman is the card of, it could be like a revelation or a light bulb moment. Alright? So, I don't know what's been going on in your situation. I don't know why you're feeling the Five of Pentacles. I'm not going to speculate. But something happens this week where you may have like a revelation or a light bulb moment, and that transitions you into the Sun. Into the Sun energy. Not literally, you're not calling Elon Musk. No, they're not putting you on a spaceship. No, you're not going. No. But jokes aside, yeah, you transition from the Five of Pentacles to the Sun, and the Hangman is like a portal, right? You go through the Hangman to get to the Sun. Again, it feels like some kind of a revelation or a light bulb moment. All right? The Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Maybe this is another person who is kind of participating in this or involved in this. Or the Knight of Wands could be your energy, right? This is you getting back on your horse. Again, not necessarily literally, right? The Knight of Wands is all about passion. It's all about getting super excited, all right? Getting inspired and actually doing something, all right? So that's what's about to happen. Let me know how this plays out for you, all right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Libra, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, clarified by the Six of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups, clarified by the High Priestess. And we also have the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Maybe a fellow air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I gotta be honest here, this reading is a little bit perplexing. Okay, let me explain. The Queen of Swords, right there in the middle. It could be you, Libra. Yeah, I think it's a reasonable assumption to assume this is you, unless you're dealing with another air sign, just like you. Perhaps a female or feminine air sign. I could be connecting with a male or masculine Libra right now. Yeah, that happens. That happens more often than you think. Anyway, but there's also money involved. In some capacity, in some shape or form, there's money involved, right? Because the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. It is a card of generosity. It is a card of money coming in. It is a card of an equal give and take, balance, and all that good stuff, right? But it kind of feels like it has something to do with money, like I said, because the Nine of Pentacles, the first card that came out. Can that card be interpreted as a card of somebody who is single? Yes, absolutely. But it's also a card of somebody who is doing very well financially. All right, somebody who is in the center of attention, glowing up, making money, got this and that, got everything going for them. And the Six of Pentacles clarifying the Queen of Swords kind of confirms what I just said. I think the Nine and the Six of Pentacles are simply connected in this case. All right. So, perhaps you're doing very well financially. Perhaps you just cashed in, or you got a better job, you got a bonus at work, tis the season, or something along those lines. Okay? Here comes the Knight of Cups, clarified by the High Priestess right next to the deck. That's what's perplexing about this reading. That Knight of Cups could be coming from you. So, perhaps this is you pursuing somebody, Libra. Or perhaps this person is coming back with the Knight of Cups energy, right? To be fair to this individual or you, yeah, it is the most loving, caring, romantic night out of all 4 nights. The High Priestess, clarifying it, is also a water sign indicator, right? Cancer or Pisces, depending on whom you listen to or what you read, right? But at the same time, the High Priestess could be a card of intuition, or it could be a card of a secret, like secret. All right, so why, if this is somebody coming back to you, and if you started making a lot more money recently, right, why is this person coming back to you? Okay, that would be the question. If I were you, I would be asking. Okay, if you just recently made a lot of money and everybody knows it, and this person all of a sudden shows up, right, especially with the High Priestess being here, what is this person's true motive? Okay. However, remember I said it's a perplexing reading. If it's you pursuing someone, perhaps now you feel confident that you can provide for the connection, provide for the person. Okay. The Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck, it is a card of being in the center of attention. It is a card of victory, success, being promoted, winning at something, and all that type of stuff. So yeah. Let me know how this plays out for you. There's going to be the Knight of Cups offer extended, right? It's a very loving and romantic gesture, but what's the actual reason behind it? That's what I'm wondering about. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Libra. This week we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. We have the Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Aries on the table. Well, it's a really, really good reading. Really, really good spread, Libra. Okay? So the Emperor is a boss figure. All right? It could be you who is becoming a boss, or maybe you are already a boss. It could be somebody else. You're a boss. Okay? But there's definitely money coming in, or some kind of an incentive. Like an award, a reward, promotion, a bonus, or raise, or all of the above. There's definitely money coming in, or money involved, right? On the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. I think it's money coming in some form, in some shape or form, okay? The Eight of Pentacles, the first card that came out, it literally is work, business, and finances card. Literally, that's what that card is, or its primary meaning. The Six of Wands in the middle is a card of victory and success, being promoted, being winning, right? Getting a job, getting a bonus, this and that, closing a deal, okay? The Four of Pentacles, clarifying it, is collecting or receiving or accepting money, all right? You see how the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is holding up a pentacle? The person in the Four of Pentacles is holding on to a pentacle. It's that same pentacle, right? Offering, receiving. And the Emperor, like I said, is a boss figure. All right. Again, maybe this is you, or another. If you have a boss, maybe this person is promoting you, or awarding you with something, or giving you a bonus or something like that. All right. Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Libra. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, clarified by the Two of Cups. We have the Chariot, clarified by the Ace of Swords, and we also have the Star on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Aquarius, or any zodiac sign. This spread is about two people or multiple people, or two companies or multiple companies competing for something. And there's going to be one winner. Okay? Yep, one winner. That's what you're not expecting. Can this be about love? Yes, it can be, but it kind of strikes me more something else, and it could be anything, right? It could be literally some kind of a sporting event, or maybe it is happening at work or business or what have you, right? So you got the Ace of Pentacles coming in. All right, it's a serious card. It's a serious offer, serious opportunity. The Five of Wands is that competition. All right, it could be two people, it could be multiple people. The Two of Cups, clarifying it, I think in this case it's some kind of a agreement or handshake, right? So it's like a competition for some kind of a contract or an agreement or what have you. The Star on the bottom of the deck is a card of a wish come true. Okay, a star. It is a wish come true card. And the Chariot, clarified by the Ace of Swords. The Chariot is literally one of the victory cards, right? Success, triumph cards. It's also a card of transportation in general. And the Ace of Swords, clarifying it, is a yes. It's a yes. Maybe you're competing with other people at work to go somewhere, to be chosen or selected to go somewhere. It could be a raffle at work, anything. All right, but yeah, the Chariot and the Ace of Swords is a yes. All right, so I'm not sure how you fit into this, but you could be one of the people competing, right? So yeah, Libra, that's what I have for you for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Libra, have an amazing week.